from the Guardsmen Tree Lot. It's one of my favorite shows of the year. The Guardsmen Tree Lot, by the way, is such a happy, joyous place. Ray Ratto even enjoyed his time down here at the Tree Lot. And welcome to the Damon Brew Show. We're brought to you by Ike Sandwiches. It is great to have you down here. As you can see, the lot is officially open for business. We're at the Fort Mason Festival Pavilion down here in the marina in San Francisco. And the Tree Lot is going to be open until Saturday night at 9 p.m. That's when it all shuts down. Sunday is a big cleanup day. The lot's already been open for a couple of weeks. We had our big Tree Lot party already. And as you can see, there are still an incredible amount of trees here for you to pick up if you have not taken your very first step into Christmas treedom this year. Come on down to the Tree Lot. We got garland, we got wreaths, we got everything you need. We got a bouncy house for the kids. And most importantly, this is probably why Ray Ratto enjoyed his time down here so much. We got Bloody Marys. We got Bloody Marys. I mean, I also have a coffee to stay warm. We can do our official sip of the day right here. Boom. That's a sip of the day, but here's your real sip of the day. Cheers. Bloody Mary. Who doesn't like Bloody Marys? Well, welcome to the show. Again, we're not just going to tell you about the Guardsmen Tree Lot here. As you can see by the thumbnail today, we're going to talk about the latest with the 49ers and Nick Bosa, obviously. Bosa yesterday reveals to assembled media around him in his locker that he kind of got a funny feeling. Like he could see the Devondre Campbell problem coming. He knew that it was about to happen. So all I can tell you is that proves kind of the disintegrating situation around Devondre Campbell. And it also shows you that, Nick Bosa, look, you know what they tell you know if you see a random bag at the airport, if you see something, say something. Like isn't that it? No, I feel like I got too much headspace right here. Hold on. A little bit better? How about that? A little bit better? A little bit better. I mean, if you knew it was coming, you say something. And if you don't want to be a snitch and you don't want to say it to your coaches, like, all right, say something to Devondre Campbell. Like walk over and say, buddy, I can see that you're in the wrong headspace to come and play a game. What's going on here? Can we get this right? Can you get in the right headspace? Look, the entire season has been absolutely sideways for the San Francisco 49ers. So it shouldn't be a surprise to see this thing basically fall apart due to a lack of communication on the defense, a lack of understanding, a lack of ability to identify something that's a problem and then do something about it. Again, this isn't on Bosa. It's not Nick Bosa's fault that this happened in any way, shape, or form. But if you see something, say something. If nothing else, as a leader, as a captain, you go up to the player and talk to them yourselves. Like you don't go running over to a position coach. You don't go running up to Shanahan or Sorensen and start snitching. You go and you talk to your teammate. If you think that this is coming, if you think that this is about to happen. I see here, my glasses are just strong enough to where I can see some of these really tiny chats. And Matt says, why is Devondre Campbell suddenly so important? He isn't. He absolutely is one of the least effective, least important 49ers of all time. There's no doubt about that. But it's symbolic, right? This is a man who now embodies things that went wrong with the 49ers this year. And the selfishness that we saw and think is applied to this Deebo Samuel, trying to feed him, to activate him, to get him the ball thing that Shanahan and he got wrapped up in and didn't work at all. How do you make this right? How do you make it better? You really can't. I was just in the kitchen. The guardsmen operate on full bellies. That's how you get an all-volunteer army of people to come on out and set up, thousands of Christmas trees for everyone. You feed them well. You feed them well. And I was talking to the guys in the kitchen, which is where I got the Bloody Mary. Excuse me. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Spicy. Good horseradish. I'm a little bit of a Guardsmen Tree Lot Bloody Mary snob. This is a good one. Very go on. How do you just do nothing? If you're a captain and you're a leader, how do you just say, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to know that something weird is about to happen. What are we doing? What are we doing? Again, Nick Bosa is a leader in terms of example. You know, he plays really hard and he plays effectively. Even though he's not recording the sacks, his pressures are among the best in football. Anytime he plays, he is putting pressure on the pocket. There's no doubt about it. I see a super chat there, Mark. Thank you very much. I can't highlight it. I can't show it to everyone. So thank you very much, Mark. Appreciate it. Flock you, Damon. Yeah, we don't flock trees. But, you know, Guardsmen trees have officially burnt down enough stately manors back in the day of early San Francisco to where now every single tree that comes into a place of business needs to be have fire retardant sprayed on it. And that's because of the Guardsmen. So we have burnt down enough mansions in Pack Heights with our Christmas trees because we started in the 40s. Like people you actually used to put candles on their Christmas trees. I mean, I know we were a little smarter back then, but we were also putting candles on Christmas trees back in the days of yore. And that's how shit burnt down. So the fire retarding of Christmas trees, that's what we do over here. That's how we're helping. So anyways, it's a functioning, working tree lot. We got people selling big trees over here. We'll show you some of the real big bad boys. Like we got trees that go for like $3,000 that go into Daniel Steele's ballrooms and shit. Like right over here, the big stuff. The rest of these trees, by the way, again, what's more to talk about Nick Bosa and the 49ers? I'm tired of everyone. Our Christmas trees, noble firs, are very expensive. And the reason why they're expensive is because you're not just buying a Christmas tree. You're sending a kid to camp. We work with Bay Area at-risk youth. We take kids from situations in the concrete jungle and we send them to summer camp. We send them outdoors for the first time in some of their lives. And then kids at these camps are identified as, you know, those who would get a real educational boost. We take care of kids' educations. We take them out of bad situations. We put them into private schools and we fund educations to the completion of education. So I've been a guardsman since 2011. I'm very, very proud of this group. I'm a senior now. I'm an old man. I don't come down here quite like I used to, but this is one of my favorite places in all of San Francisco, the Guardsmen Tree Lot. And I invite you and your family down here, especially if you haven't got your tree. Even if you have, come on down and enjoy the indoor Christmas forest. I know you're going to like it. I know. Look at what you can get. Got one of these yet? Huh? Come on. Look at that. Little wooden reindeer. Stick some flora and fauna in its ass and out of its things. It turns into antlers and a tail. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't that adorable? Freaking kids love that, right? True blue forever. It looks like a tripping hazard. Well, yeah, you know, caps and stems, always a tripping hazard. Oh, you don't mean that. You mean like you could trip over it. Yes, you could. Be aware of your tiny little reindeer at all times. But to go back to the original thought, yeah, Devondre Campbell is going to go down in history as one of the easiest to forget about, easiest to complain about, most forgotten, fuck that guy, 49ers forever. SG Sports Talk channel in here for 3 months now as a member. Thank you so much, SG. Appreciate that. Warm personality, sense of humor. Again, I'm sharing too much. I really am. Sharing a little bit too much. Let's see. What else have we got here today? I made some notes. We will do it today in history. And then I got to get back to drinking my Bloody Marys and selling Christmas trees down here this afternoon. You see that Detroit's Aiden Hutchinson is saying that if the Lions are in the Super Bowl, he's going to try to play in that game. This guy broke, what, his fibia and tibia? He broke his leg right above his ankle in like week 6. And he's saying, yeah, I'm about to come back. I'm about to come back. Are we moving this over here? Are you guys doing this like right now? I came down here because I figured I'd be away from everyone working. Are you guys seriously doing this right now? Are you moving all of those trees over there? Could we do this in like a half an hour? That'd be great. Thank you. I'm on live right here, right now. Let me show. Hold on, here. Let me show you what these guys are doing. I'll show you. We can just take this over here. So these are the big boy Christmas trees. The biggins. Like, look at this. Look at this thing. That's Danielle Steele picks up that tree. That's a big boy. And they're moving some of the bigger trees around down here. But yeah, this is the Guardsmen Tree Lot. You get a 360 view of it all. I mean, seriously. I come down to the quiet part of the lot, and they come down here and start moving trees. Freaking. Live broadcasts. I do love them. I do miss them. By the way, I see these super chats coming in. Thank you very much, Sausalito. Steve, don't tell anyone. You're wonderful. No. We don't need any of that. We don't need any of that. But look, as I was saying, Aiden Hutchinson is thinking about playing football again in the same year that he broke a leg. If the Lions reach the Super Bowl, have you seen how many Detroit Lions have been hurt? There's like 15 hurt, done for the year, all on defense, hurt Detroit Lions. I'm almost rooting for them to get to the Super Bowl now based on how bad of a injury hand that they've officially been dealt. Let me see, am I crooked? It's like when you're a Batman villain, they tilt everything crooked. You get that right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you got big trees down here. Those trees, those are way out of my price. Look at this thing. Look, just watch what's being drugged behind me. Keep going. Look, this takes 3 people to hold. Watch this tree. Watch this thing go past me. It's still going. It's like the ship in Spaceballs. Just keeps going across the stream. The thing's huge. Again, we have hundreds of Guardsmen volunteers, men and women down here who do so much to help this. We will raise over $1.5 million, maybe close to $2 million for Bay Area at-risk youth by selling these Christmas trees. And that's why I'm so proud to be a part of this. I really am. We've been throwing money at words like cancer and diseases, and they never go away. Charity, to me, when you affect one person, a kid's life, when you provide education, that is charity that matters. It really lasts. And that's why I'm proud to be a part of this. I really am. We'll see if Aiden Hutchinson can be part of this football season before it's over. Let's see. So we'll officially be out of the tree lot for tomorrow's show. I'll be doing a Wake Up with Larry. We'll be back into Niners Talk at 9 a.m. West Coast time from a normal location. We'll be doing that on Wednesday, and then a Warriors Wednesday. So it's me and Larry Krueger at 9 a.m. I'll be coming live with Cyrus at 11, and we'll be talking about a week of Warriors basketball that's going to get more interesting thanks to the fact that they've made a trade for Dennis Schroeder. This is a trade that I like an awful lot. I like Dennis Schroeder as a basketball player. I also like that you give up 1 injured player and 3 second-round picks for Dennis Schroeder. That's nothing. That is a you just fleeced the other team level of trade that Mike Dunleavy Jr. has executed here. So I really, really like this trade. We'll start seeing what it looks like when Schroeder makes his Warrior debut on Thursday night. The team is going to be in Memphis. Then on Saturday, they travel to, I believe, Minnesota. They then come back home next week, and early next week, let's see. Yeah, the Warriors on Monday, December 22nd, will be home against the Indianapolis Pacers. And then after that, it's the Christmas Day game against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for a lot of people, that's kind of the day that it really begins. You know, NBA doesn't really start until Christmas Day for some people. So we'll see what the Warriors do. Again, this is a Warriors team that started 10-2 this season and has since gone 4-9. So they need to start playing an awful lot better basketball. And if Dennis Schroeder is the guy that allows them to do that, fantastic. We'll see if there's another big move coming. But we got Warriors, Lakers, Christmas Day. That's going to be on ABC at 5 o'clock. And I only tell you that to tell you this. I saw some stats about LeBron James. I also see this rumor that the Warriors are going to flip 9 first-round picks to the Lakers for LeBron and Bronny. Like, no. That's not true. That's not going to happen. And it's certainly not going to happen with LeBron officially fading. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not telling you this to make fun of LeBron. I will tolerate zero screw LeBron sentiments here. This is one of the greatest players of our lifetime in any sport. Father Time, though, is undefeated even for LeBron James, and it's going to catch up with him too. It's going to catch up with him too, and it is sort of tapping him on his shoulder right now. This was jarring. I want to read it to you from down here on my laptop, make sure I got it right. He's averaging 23 points on 49.5% shooting, 9 steals, 8 rebounds. 23, 8, and 9, those sound like LeBron numbers to me. Very good at stuffing the stat sheet still. However, this is where LeBron's decline is being measured in a way that we've never seen it before. ESPN's Dave McMenamin reporting that James has the Lakers' worst plus-minus rating on the team. Worst plus-minus on the team. Now, what does plus-minus mean? Plus-minus, sometimes it tells you an awful lot. Sometimes it distorts what's really going on. But LeBron has been so absent defensively, this is telling about him. It really is. The Lakers, when LeBron is on the court, he is a team leading minus 129. When he's off the court, they're plus 42. Wow. You want to talk about what's new in town? LeBron being a net negative for the Lakers is something that I'm sure was not part of the Lakers' plan to reach a postseason this year, for goodness sakes. So that is interesting to say the least. What else we got? Besides a delicious Bloody Mary. Maybe Giants fans will get Corbin Burns under the tree this year. Here in San Francisco, we're seeing if Buster is going to make his first big move on the pitching side of things. We'll see if Corbin Burns doesn't show up. There's an awful lot of money being thrown around and attached to him based on the number that Max Fried just got. He signed for a big contract. I need my glasses. I need bigger font. I need bigger glasses. Yeah, Max Fried, 8-year, $218 million, and they're saying that Corbin's going to come in north of that. Look, all I know is that the price of every single game that the Giants play is going to go up, whether they sign Corbin Burns or not. So sign the guy. I dare you. I freaking dare you, San Francisco Giants. Put Corbin Burns under the Christmas tree for Giants fans. Let's see if they do it. Apparently, the Toronto Blue Jays are also involved here. I am refreshing Twitter to check out John Morosi's Twitter feed. He seems to be the guy on this story who's most dialed in, so we'll be looking at that. Let's see. What else do I really need to tell you? Not too much, other than go Vermont Catamounts. What? Yes. The University of Vermont has won its first national championship as a team in any team sport. The soccer team won in overtime and a national championship for Vermont. Now, all I can tell you is I'm going to fish in February. I expect the Catamounts to get shouted out on stage. I really do. Like, what do you do when you're Vermont and you win a national championship? Your first national championship of any team sport in the history of your university. I guess you go on into the locker room, you put on a big tweezer from the mid-90s, maybe even maybe you just start pounding caps and stems and you do a split open and melt. This is a segment that very few people even relate to, so I'll stop it right now and we'll get to today in history. As I invite you down to the Tree Lot one more time, come on down to the Guardsmen Tree Lot, Festival Pavilion, Fort Mason, here in the marina in San Francisco. We'll be closed on Friday for the big Tree Lot luncheon, but the final day to come get your tree down here will be on Saturday. So come on down. If you haven't gotten your tree and you want to make a great contribution to a wonderful, long-lasting San Francisco charity, hopefully you choose the Guardsmen, and we thank you very, very much if you do. Again, even Ray Ratto liked it down here. If that's not an endorsement of how nice it is, I don't know what could be. Today in history is how we're going to wrap up this short show today, obviously. here on remote. I hope the Wi-Fi is held up. I hope the audio is held up. I don't even know if you can hear me right now. I hope you can. I see Smiley Dan is talking about run like an antelope, you win a title. Another good pull, Smiley Dan. That's a very good pull. Shit, I'd put on a 2001, just start dancing right there in the locker room, right? Today in history. Oh, do you hear some chainsaws going on behind me now? Chainsaws means new trees are going up. By the way, I'm broadcasting from a fire truck. I am broadcasting from the fender of a fire truck. How cool is that? An old-timey, old-school fire truck. Look at this thing. Isn't that awesome? I mean, that's the shot. I should have been broadcasting with this shot behind me the entire time. I'm no cinematographer. I am no cinematographer. Rob C-Note has become a member of the initiated. Well, hello, Robert, and welcome. You are now born in it. Thank you. Cheers to you. Damon, can we get some chainsaw action? Not and keep the insurance policy at the same time. Again, we got a rule down here. If you're holding a Bloody Mary, you cannot also hold a chainsaw. I'm not saying we don't break this rule often, but for the sake of documented footage, we will not break this rule. I am going to have all celery. Rob C-Note becoming a member is part of this day in history, for sure. Happy 46th birthday to Manny Pacquiao. Born today, Manny Pacquiao. He went on to be a politician after being one of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers of anybody's lifetime. He won the all the golden divisions. I think he's won more titles across more weight classes than any other boxer in boxing history, including all the golden division, which is what? Featherweight, lightweight, welterweight. There's another one in there too. What is it? Hold on, I wrote it down. Flyweight, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight. That's it. That's the golden, 4 golden divisions. Obviously, if you can't reach heavyweight, that's the big one. But there you go. Manny Pacquiao, like all boxers, held on too long. Floyd Mayweather waited him out. I would have loved to have seen that fight when they were both in their primes. Floyd waited him out. But Pacquiao, I mean, he went on to have a karaoke career. He went into dabble in political homophobia back in the Philippines, which I'm guessing, I mean, if it works here, I'm sure it works there too. So, yeah, Manny Pacquiao, very complicated, but pound for pound, one of the greatest of all time guys. Salute to the boxer that was Manny Pacquiao, and happy birthday. Let's see, what else? Today in 1892, we're going days. Wait, how do I look today? Am I fashionable? In the Sanford basically issued when you move in here Patagonia jacket. I don't think this is very fashion forward. This is more practical than anything else. It's the perfect weight for a San Francisco cold, foggy day down by the water. Alcatraz is right outside here. Right outside. You can't even see it. It's so foggy. But let's see. What was I telling you? Oh, yeah. So today in 1892, the very first issue of Vogue. Very first issue of Vogue was printed. See, there used to be these things called magazines that people picked up and read, but those don't exist anymore, basically. Let's see what else we got. Today in 1903, happy birthday concept of flight. Today in 1903 at Kitty Hawk. Those goofy Wright brothers. We told you about those Wright boys. They would do something. The Wright brothers, I don't even know if we can say that they flew as much as they glided for, what was it, 12 seconds was the first official flight. 12 seconds, but a human being joining birds in the air, first time ever. Speaking of birds, the Eagles look pretty damn good, even though they're fighting amongst themselves. They're beating a lot of teams. Wright brothers, nice job. All things considered, Sirianni, nice job. I mean, what are you going to do? You know, proof's in the pudding, right? Let's see. We got Joji just shouting out NC, little North Carolina. There we are. Go Kitty Hawk. Go Wright Brothers. What is this? That place would sell out if you call Snoop Dogg and told him you were selling trees for charity. I see what you did there. Manny Pacquiao, doesn't matter. Flight, doesn't matter. Vogue, doesn't matter. As much as our final today in history is going to matter and has mattered to you in your life. Just this past Sunday, December 15th, this past Sunday, was the 777th episode of... Anyone? Anyone get it? No, I'm waiting. The Simpsons. Today, in 1989, after appearing as a cartoon short on the Tracy Ullman Show, The Simpsons officially had its first episode. The Santa's Helper Christmas episode was the first official Simpsons episode, and I guess that came out today in 1989, and here we are, 31 Emmys and 36 seasons and 777 episodes later of The Simpsons. Now, between the first season and probably through the 20th season, I saw them all. I used to watch The Simpsons religiously. You know, like anything, you know, it starts to wear on you and it falls off. I don't know if it's even good, bad, watchable anymore. I have not tuned into The Simpsons in a really, really long time. The fact that they can even keep that train of thought going is kind of amazing if you really think about it. They said, and The Simpsons has been on so long that you can go back through old episodes and it is as if they predicted the entire future. It really is. They're going to need about 10 more years to get to 1,000 episodes. And what's the goal here? Because if the goal was the show's got to stay great, I think they're going to try to get to 1,000 episodes. I really do. I think you're going to get about a decade more of The Simpsons, and then that'll be it. I haven't watched new Simpsons in a really long time, but I'll go back and watch an old Simpsons. Still one of my favorite episodes is the Hellfish Bonanza, where they're looking for the art that was stolen from Grandpa Simpson's World War II troop. They used to tie an onion to his belt because it was fashionable at the time. But that's when you get the German guys pulling up and they're like, hey, fun boys, go back to Stuttgart. Which is, I think, one of the greatest lines in Simpson history. And there you go. That's pretty much the show today. Save me, Jeebus. When the pancake falls from the ceiling, Homer's like, sacrilegious. The show is brilliant. Show's brilliant. Can't even imagine the American landscape without it, if we're being completely honest. The donuts with the pink icing, not so bad. It still works. Still works. Everyone likes icing. Everyone likes donuts. You put them together, it sounds like a winner. Hey, thanks to everyone. I see we've gotten some supers here. If I missed them, I'm terribly sorry. It's all going so quickly here in the chat. Can I go through? No, I can't. Thank you so very, very much for watching today's show. Again, I know we teased you with like a big Bosa thumbnail. I hope we talked enough about him to let you know that is just yet another element, another log of disappointment to throw on the 49ers fire this season, that Bosa knew something bad was going to happen, yet proceeded to do absolutely nothing, including just talking to his own teammate. That's really weird to me. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank the Guardsmen, as always, for having me down here. Let's just quickly take a little walk around, shall we? Let's take a little walk around the tree lot. I mean, look at all the rows of trees that we've got for you. Everything that you could possibly need in the department of Christmas trees, we have for you. We got it. Come on down. You don't need to worry about anything. You need a tree stand? We got those for you. You need ornaments? We got those. You need lights? You need a wreath? You need garland? We got all that for you. We have everything you could possibly need for all your holiday cheer here in Guardsmania. We got you. We absolutely are going to take care of you. We have this, thanks to whatever car dealership is helping sponsor down here. What is this? This is a Inos Grenade. I don't know what it is. Is it a Jeep? It's pretty nice. Now, if you ordered a Guardsman Christmas tree to be delivered, you ordered it from this desk right here. This is the Go Shack. And if you've got kids and you want to come on down here, what we have is a bouncy house. I know you want me to wrap up today's show jumping in there. I'm not going to do it. I'll pop the damn thing. What we have over here for you, for moms and dads while your kids are in the bouncy house, we have a little staging area with picnic tables and a bar and a place to hang out and bring you with your friends. Again, it's nice and quiet down here right now. After about 5 o'clock, dude, I'm telling you, if you're a single guy in San Francisco and you want to meet hot chicks in the marina, come on down to the Guardsmen Tree Lot, okay? I used to do really well down here. Don't tell Jillian. I used to do great down here. We got a little bar. We got tables. This is where our guys eat. We've got little stores that some vendors have come on and put on some fantastic sales through. And, you know, we sell cookies and yum-yums and all sorts of things. We got hot chocolate, coffee, everything you'd ever need. The Guardsmen Tree Lot, Fort Mason, Festival Pavilion. I want to thank all of my sponsors, as always. We haven't even told you about BetUS, only to tell you that the next time you're going to gamble on the Niners, don't. But when you're not gambling on the Niners, I want you to not gamble on the Niners over on BetUS and use promo code YouTube150 when you sign up. I want you to go to the Dubliner in West Portal. If you can't be at the Guardsmen Tree Lot, go to the Dubliner in West Portal and tell Kenny and John that I said hello. And let's see. My man Ike. My man Ike sends a lot of sandwiches down to the Tree Lot throughout the years, too. He helps feed the army of volunteers that we have down here. And there you go. This is your, Damon, ended in the bouncy house. You don't want me in a bouncy house. I'm not as bouncy as I used to be. I think we all know that. So, I think this lady's about to steal my laptop. She's looking at it. Beat it, lady. Don't need that ice cube. So there you go. We are back here at the old-timey fire engine. And all I can tell you is thank you very much to my sponsors, to all of you for watching. Thanks to the Guardsmen. Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll be back at 9 a.m. Wednesday morning for Wake Up with yours truly and Larry Kruger, brought to you by Sam's Chowder House. I'll be on with Cyrus at 11 a.m. to talk about Schroeder Mania and umlauts for everyone. I will be using umlauts over the O's in Warriors for the remainder of the year. It's a season of umlauts. That's what's coming our way with Dennis Schroeder. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to your generosity, your time for watching. It means a lot. And I do hope that if you have not picked up what you need for the holidays, you'll think of coming down to the Guardsmen Tree Lot and supporting Bay Area at-risk youth with the purchase of a Christmas tree. Thank you so much for watching. And please do remember that sports don't build character. They reveal it. And like that, I'm trying to, how do I end this? And like that, oh, here we go. He's gone.